Hello, hello, and welcome to day 25 of the Fall for Watercolor Challenge. Today we're going to paint a ghost, and I promise it's going to be a lot shorter than it has been. I know we did some long days. And what we're going to do is we are just going to paint something white without painting it white because our paper is white. So what we're going to do is we're going to think about the shadows. And so for my ghost shape, I'm imagining something that's pretty much just like a sheet, okay? So what I'm going to do is I am using a purple. You can use whatever color you want. I'm going to make mine a little bit darker so just so that you can see it better. But you'll want to make yours really, really light. Okay, so, and I'm going to put it maybe right in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to give it this kind of like bell curve look. All right. And then I'm going to just soften that line. So I've cleaned my brush off. I've dried it a little bit. And then I am taking the very edge of my brush and I'm just kind of tickling that line. This is going to give it a really nice blendy blend. It helps if your water is clean. Okay. And then I'm just kind of cleaning that up a little bit. So that's going to give a really nice, by tickling that line, it gets away. So you have one hard, crisp line on the edge and then this interior edge of your initial paintbrush stroke is just going to kind of disappear. And you can introduce more water to just push that color even more toward that outside edge. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brush and do another little spooky line. And just halfway down, and I'm going to do the same thing. And then we'll do another spooky line. So it's almost, like a sheet draped. Who knows what a real ghost would look like. All right. So again, these can be a really great technique to use for pleats of pants or dresses too. And then let's do just a little bit more kind of just at the edge of our little ghosty shape. Okay. And then I am going to add maybe a little bit to the bottoms here, just a smidge. I don't know, maybe not. No, that's okay. I don't mind. Okay. Then I want to add just some little pink cheeks because this is a very cute ghost. So very light, some very light pink cheeks. Okay. Right here. So cute. Kind of look like eyeballs, but they're cheeks. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to take my teeny tiny brush and a little bit of a dark color. I'm using Payne's Gray, so I'm just going to make some very little eyeballs. Okay. So maybe some big eyeballs. And then just a very little mouth. Oh, so spooky. It's so tiny you can hardly see it. All right. Then, if you wanted to further emphasize the use of white, you could paint the background all one color to really allow that shape to pop. You could also paint something in the background so that it looks like there's something behind it. So I am going to paint, I'm going to do an evergreen tree because I've been really enjoying painting some evergreens. So I'm grabbing kind of a lighter version of a color, and I want it close enough that it is going to end up behind my little ghosty. I'm drawing my little stem trunk, and I am going to go into the ghost's body. Okay, this is very light. Because she's transparent, so we're going to be able to see a little bit of the tree. But in the second layer, you'll see she's kind of floating in the middle, so it's okay if the tree like goes underneath. Okay. There we go. Making that a little more full, and she's just floating. Maybe I'll do another tree over here just to kind of give it some compositional balance. Okay. Oh, I like this. I was like, I was thinking she was going to be close to the ground, but she's just like spooking up in the trees. So I can have this one overlap a little bit too. So right now it looks like she's kind of behind the trees, but what we're going to do to bring her into the forefront is we are going to allow this to dry, and then we are going to not paint. We're going to repaint the trees, but miss the spots where the ghost is. So let me pause this and I will show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you can totally wing this and not use masking fluid, but I think sometimes it's helpful to just have a little guideline, especially when you're painting trees, because we know we do our jittery trees. So I have some masking tape here, and I am just going to kind of follow the line of my ghost and kind of do that. We'll put some of this at the bottom of the ghost, just, you know, be kind of a little ratty. That's okay. And this is going to just help me make sure that as I'm painting my tree, I'm not getting all up in her business. And you can kind of make it be different shapes if you are okay with it kind of bending in the middle. So, all right, I think that's good. Okay, so now you'll see what I mean. So we've covered our ghost. If you don't have masking fluid, just try not to paint where the ghost is, okay? I'm going to get a little bit of a darker green. I'm not going to dip my paintbrush in my coffee. Good luck with that. Okay, I'm going to basically do the same thing again. I've got my trunk. And now with this darker color, I'm going back over my tree, jitter, jitter, jitter. And when I paint over my little wee ghosty, she is not going to get painted this second round. So by doing this, I'm able to create this masking layer. And we're going to be able to see a little bit of the tree behind our ghosty. Actually, I'm going to put the tape down here at the bottom too, so I can get really messy. Yeah, that's crazy. I'll do it over here so I can really just get to the edge of this piece. Okay, I love this pink tape. It's so cute. It's called STIKK. And I really like this because I think it comes off of the paper nicely. Okay, so let's keep going. Got our little jittery tree. You know, I love just kind of like popping some random color in there just to give a little bit of flavor. Adding a little water too in some places just to give it some energy. Okay, so same thing over here. We just got our little trunk line. Then we're going to jitter our way on down. Okay. And all right, I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be super cute. Filling it in a little bit here. I'm going to add a little bit of water drops just because I think it's fun. And maybe just a little bit of, I don't know, some yellow just to bring some color variation. Okay, I love it. We're going to wait for this to dry, and then when it's dry, we'll do the tape peel. So pause. Okay, so before we get started, some tips on tape peeling is if you're feeling like it's really too sticky, you can add a little bit of heat, and that's going to help loosen that paint. When you pull, you just want to go nice and slow and kind of pull it at like a 45-degree angle. Okay, so see how I'm kind of pulling it down and over. Okay. Very nice. It always helps if your paint is like totally dry when you're peeling. I couldn't wait. So we're just going nice and slow, nice and slow. Whew. All right. So away from your paint edge. All right. Okay. All right. So this wasn't the exciting part. The exciting part is this part. So let's go ahead and do this. All right. So here you can see. Oh, cute. Okay, so you can see that the ghost, you can kind of see the trees behind there. But the ghost is in front of the trees now, which is so cute. So that's our little tree ghosty. So cute. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow for the harvest moon. So thanks for painting with me today. Happy painting. Bye.